So, GM Breeze and Son,
Yeah, that's us.
welcome. Clayton, tell me, what system are you using for the marathon races?
Complete widowhood. Yeah.
Complete widowhood.
Yeah.
Since when did you start that system?
Since we started, really, wasn't it?
2008.
Well, yearlings on 2009,
Yeah?
and then the 2-year-olds from 2010. Yeah, so we have tried a little bit of natural on some hens, but they didn't seem to make them any quicker than our widowhood team. So that's what works with us is widowhood. We've tried a little bit of
System
natural.
works. Yeah. Our system works for us. Our feed, the way we breed pigeons, the way we exercise pigeons, is suited to widowhood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than natural. But natural is good for some people.
Could you
But
just...
for us, not for us.
Yeah. Could you just tell me a little bit more about the system?
Yeah. We've trained
How did you start training and feeding the
training
pigeon?
morning and evening.
Yes?
Off the loft.
Yeah.
Off the loft, no flags.
How many hours?
1.5, 2 hours, 1.5, 2 hours.
Depends what sort of form, condition they're in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But our pigeons like to fly. And that's with everything we have, must like to do it. So
Yeah.
it must like to fly. So there's no flags.
Yes.
They must take their exercise off the loft. We don't let out till when is it,
End of-
April?
middle
End
of
of April. So they don't go out until April.
So they fly separately, huh?
So yeah, male, female.
How about the feeding?
Light feed, 50% diet, isn't it? 50% heavy mix
Yeah?
throughout the year, and then
Add an
we
energy.
adjust.
Maybe 3 days before, add some energy.
Yeah. What
a
about
marathon mix? A marathon mix, 2 weeks.
how about the treatment and vitamins?
As minimal as possible.
Minimal. Just when they return, we do a 3-way when they return.
Yeah.
We treat everything before we breed.
What usually do you treat for? What the treatment?
Coxy,
yeah?
when they return. Trisha. And then we treat all our stock birds and everything at the same time before breeding.
All vaccinated about 6 weeks before laying eggs.
Paramix, paratyphoid.
You
live
vaccinate them while they're
paratyphoid.
old?
Yeah, every year.
Every year.
Okay.
So every year, paramix, paratyphoid, live paratyphoid.
And when did you send your pigeon to the marathon races? When did you trust them more? I mean, how old?
How old were we? Have sent yearlings to
The yearling,
Perpignan,
yeah.
Narbonne late in the year because there's feed on the floor, but that's
Everything
according
has
to
go
weather.
right. Everything has to go right in that year.
Everything's according to the weather and the pigeon. Nothing is
Nothing's set
a
in
rule.
stone.
Nothing is a rule.
Yeah.
We change.
If
We change.
if the yearling looks good and the race looks good for the yearling, it can go.
So.
So Perpignan is no problem for our yearlings. In the right weather, we'll send yearlings Perpignan or Narbonne. So a Mediterranean race,
Yeah.
late in the year, rather than an Atlantic
more
race
time.
early.
How many months old? Usually.
How many months? So what, the yearling?
Yes.
It'd probably be about 17 months, is it?
17 months. That's mean year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. And before you said you give more trust in the pigeon, special for the marathon pigeon. You give them for 2 years and 3 years old.
Yeah.
They are giving more chances to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think a good 2-year-old's hard to beat. And then if you've got a good 2-year-old, that as a 3-year-old's going to be even better. As long as he's a good pigeon that's getting better and better. 2-year-old's going to be hard to beat, 3-year-old will be even better. And he'll have experience, he might be a bit more sensible.
Yeah.
That's when you'll get the
Yes.
best
That's why we
results.
really like the late bred 20 that you saw.
Yeah.
I mean, that late bred 20.
He's about 18 months old.
Yeah, he's 18 months. He's at Bordeaux,
Yes. Yeah.
St Vincent, Perpignan this year. I mean, that is a really good performance.
For his
Yes.
age.
And not really noticed, because he didn't win, but that was a really good performance for a pigeon of that age. So that is a super prospect. I think you've seen him.
Yes, I already handled them.
Yeah, he's a super prospect. I think you'll see him.
What's the best result you have done?
Well, it's got to be 2010 Perpignan, isn't it?
Yeah.
2010 Perpignan, getting the first ever pigeon into the UK on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Jones.
He's the first ever. He holds the record. on the day from Perpignan.
Which distance? How long?
590. He would have been 82, wouldn't it?
585.
Yeah.
What's that in kilometre? It's
About
585 mile, right?
yeah, 585 mile will be about 1,000 kilometres, right?
Yes, 1,000 kilometer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1,000 kilometres.
Yeah.
And
on
to
the
do-
day.
Yeah.
So that was a great pigeon to get. 9:30 at night, dark, just a shadow.
Yes.
But for 30, 35, 40 years now,
never
never been done. It's never been equalled, apart from his nephew, Wiggins, or a cousin. Then he did it in 2014. So he did it on the day as well. So there's 2 pigeons have done that in the history of the race. Jack Jones, Wiggins, and they're both related. So all these pigeons here are related.
That's good.
We started in 2008 and made that record in 2010, and then you only really realise how.
After 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's
perhaps
right.
we didn't realise how good that was when we first started.
Yeah, we
but
thought
now-
that was just. Yeah, it's come on a day.
Which one do you prefer, hens or cocks in the race?
Don't mind. It changes every year. I think this year, across the board, the hens came better from Barcelona for every country, but we won it with a cock. So
Yeah.
it changes each race. Unfortunately, you only know after the
And
race.
you have done it this
Yeah,
year
yeah.
by Jubilee.
We have and Nelly was a great pigeon, wasn't she?
Yeah.
34th International Hens
Yeah.
on the day
Yeah.
from Narbonne. Another Mediterranean
Fastest
race.
ever velo, wasn't it, from
Yeah.
Narbonne into the UK?
So it's the fastest velo into the UK.
So
Um,
that's very
Narbonne
good.
is a Mediterranean
And
race.
she was the daughter
again.
of Jack Jones, the record breaker in 2010.
When they're crossing the channel, how long the distance? How long do they fly over the
And then
sea?
if you come in straight on from St Vincent, you'll be looking at about 90 kilometres, and all the way around to Marseille, you'll be looking at about 60 kilometres.
Yes.
So if they
Over
hit
the
it-
water.
if they hit it straight on.
Yes.
If they're coming in more from the west, they're going to be doing more than that.